All right, let's get into it. We are going to explore one of the most beautiful and, honestly, deceptively simple songs ever written, Águas de Março, or Waters of March, by the legendary Tom Jobim. Now, when you first hear it, it sounds like just a long, rambling list of everyday things. But buried underneath is this incredibly profound idea about life, about loss, and about starting over.
It's a stick, it's a stone, it's the end of the road. I mean, the song just pulls you in with this hypnotic, almost random-sounding chant. It goes on to list dozens of things: a splinter, a fish, a cliff, a knot in the wood. But this isn't just some random shopping list, right? These are all little pieces of a much, much bigger story.
And that's the real mystery, isn't it? Why does a song that seems to be about nothing in particular feel like it's actually about, well, everything? That's the puzzle we're going to solve right now. We're going to uncover that deep, flowing current of meaning that's hiding just beneath the surface.
So let's start exactly where the song does, with its most iconic, most puzzling images. A stick, a stone, what is really going on there?
This right here is the secret to the whole thing. It's the song's core strategy. See, Jobim doesn't just come out and tell you what he means. Instead, he just gives you image after image, and each one adds a tiny little drop of meaning. By the end of the song, all these small observations have gathered together into this powerful, flowing river of an idea.
To really get this song, you first have to understand the man who wrote it and the real-life weather event that inspired him. This context, it's everything.
Tom Jobim was an absolute giant of music. As one of the creators of bossa nova, he had this incredible knack for blending the cool, complex harmonies of jazz with the warm, raw intimacy of Brazilian folk music. He was a master at painting these huge emotional landscapes with just a few simple notes and words.
And the title itself is the biggest clue. See, in Brazil, which is in the southern hemisphere, March brings these heavy rains that signal the end of a long, hot summer. It's a time of transition, a big cosmic washing away of the old to make room for the new. The entire song is really built on this one powerful metaphor.
Okay, so now that we have that in our back pocket, let's jump into the lyrics and see how this all builds. We're going to decode some of the key items on Jobim's famous list. So we come back to this line. Literally, yeah, it's just a stick and a stone. Simple things you'd find washed up after a rainstorm. But Jobim is using them to say so much more. Here's the thing. The stick and the stone, they represent the broken pieces, the little fragments, the small obstacles that make up our daily lives. You know, they're the debris that life just kind of leaves in its wake. And the song doesn't judge them or get dramatic. It just points them out. Yep, there they are.
This line, it feels so final, doesn't it? The end of the road. It's this big statement of conclusion, of something being totally over. But the absolute magic of the song is what happens immediately after he sings this.
And that's the key to everything. Just as you hear the end of the road, another image pops up. A scrap of rag, the ground. The song never ever dwells on an ending. It just flows right past it, immediately showing you the next thing. It's suggesting that every ending is just a waypoint, you know? It's never the final destination.
This is the anchor. This line repeats throughout the song, always bringing us back to the central theme. The waters of March are closing the summer. It's the song's heartbeat.
And that word closing is so important here. It's not a violent slam of a door. Think of it more as a gentle, natural completion of a cycle. The summer isn't being destroyed, its time is just up. And the rain is getting the ground ready for whatever's going to grow next. It's closure, not a catastrophe.
So when you put all these little pieces together, the song starts to reveal this really profound, really gentle philosophy about the very nature of life itself.
What the song is teaching us is, first, impermanence, that everything is constantly flowing and changing. Then it shows us humility, reminding us that life is built from all these small, ordinary, broken bits. And most importantly, it offers this quiet kind of hope. It doesn't shout about brand new beginnings, it just whispers that renewal is as steady and certain as the seasons changing.
But why does this song connect so deeply with people, even if you don't speak a single word of Portuguese? Well, the answer is in the music itself, and in this very specific, very Brazilian emotion. The way the music is built actually reflects its theme. The melody just keeps descending, note by note, like water trickling down a hill. The rhythm is constant but gentle, like a steady rainfall. Your brain just recognizes this natural cyclical pattern, and that's a huge part of why it feels so calming and hypnotic.
For those of us who didn't grow up with this song,
A good way to think about it is the feeling you get from Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Both songs capture this moment of gentle change, but where Here Comes the Sun is all about the joy of something new arriving, Águas de Março is about that quiet, almost bittersweet acceptance of a cycle's end, while knowing a new one is right around the corner.
And this brings us right to the song's emotional heart, the feeling of saudade. It's a word that doesn't have a perfect English translation, but it's a feeling we all know. It's that beautiful sadness of a perfect day ending, or the sweet ache you get from a happy memory. The entire song is just soaked in this feeling, that gentle nostalgia for the summer that's passing, mixed with a quiet love for the rain that's washing it all away.
So at the end of the day, Águas de Março is so much more than a song. It's really a piece of meditation set to music. It's a beautiful lesson in acceptance, teaching us that life is just this constant process of dissolving, reshaping, and then quietly, inevitably beginning all over again.
So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you listen to the song, just let all those images wash over you. A stick, a stone, a fish, a scrap of rag. Which one of them really sticks with you? And what do you think it says about your own journey, your own waters of March?